In the meantime, if Frankfort is going to debate this issue ad nauseum, counties need to move ahead, because counties are there to create the economic opportunity for their citizens. And they can move in this direction. I think it's very interesting that this has bubbled up along the Tennessee border to a great extent, because they feel that competition every day. So in the business community, I mean, it's practically in the realm of slam dunk in terms of this being something that needs to be done. Right to work is a factor that could be enacted in this state with no state appropriation, no money. But with that not happening, Kentucky counties need to move ahead. And I'm so excited that Warren County, Simpson, the others have moved in that direction. And you're sending a signal to Frankfort. And I think it will eventually have its impact that we intend. The fact that this has been enacted in a bipartisan sense on the local level, I think, is one of the key takeaways today. Things get polarized in Washington, somewhat in Frankfort. At home, we're worried about jobs and whether or not somebody can go to the grocery or buy Christmas presents or send their kids to college. And that's what this is all about. So thanks for inviting me here. I appreciate being with these distinguished folks, and let's see this thing move forward.
The other thing that I think has somewhat been misrepresented, and I want to say that in the lightest and non-harshest terms, when I spoke today before the committee, a question was saying, well, it's about education, it's about location, it's about infrastructure, it's about low energy costs. I said that, and I agree. This isn't a singular issue for a lot of people. There's many things that you have to consider when you're looking at locating from one state to another. And those issues I just meant are part of the overall dynamic in making a decision. But one of those other issues that wasn't talked about was, are we a right-to-work state or not? And the one thing you don't hear from anybody is when you say 10, 15, 30, or 50% of the site locators will tell you that either you will not be considered or it is a strike against you when you are considered. They can't refute that. They can't refute that because it's there. They tell you that. So it's not an issue, and I know everybody showed their statistics, and everybody can manipulate statistics. It's not an issue of are you pro-union or anti-union. It's not about what you're trying to do to help somebody politically or anything else. This is about an opportunity. And as we've talked about on many occasions, if it's just one company that creates 15 jobs, then that's 15 people who are put to work. And I don't care if they unionize or they don't unionize. And you will see the statistics that we have been shown that union participation does not decrease in right-to-work states.
Since the state of Kentucky will not enact a right-to-work bill thanks to the obstructionism of the House Democrats, it is not only time for them, but it is appropriate for local governments to enact right-to-work across Kentucky. I'll be personally reaching out to the fiscal courts in the 3 counties that I represent in the Kentucky State Senate, Grant, Scott, and Kenton, and urging them to pass local right-to-work ordinances. And I appreciate all the folks in this room who have led this effort. Kentucky is changing from the ground up. From the ground up. And I want to commend the counties that have passed right to work by local ordinance, and I urge everyone else, if you want to make your county a pro-jobs, pro-growth county, to pass a local right to work ordinance.
We were one of the counties, in fact second only to Warren County, of the counties to pass a local right to work ordinance. And let me just interject right here. Some have suggested that there's some kind of agenda behind this effort, and I want to clear that up right now. They're absolutely right. I am a part of a complex, well thought out agenda, and here it is. My agenda is to do whatever it takes to grow the economy in my community, period. That's my agenda.